Stop me if you've heard this before. Just save money, invest in index funds, and wait 40 years. Here's the problem. You'll be 65, tired, and wondering where your life went. What if I told you there's a completely different game being played that nobody's telling you about? A game where the rules are different, where time moves faster, and where ordinary people are quietly building seven-figure net worths before their hair goes gray. I'm going to show you the exact system that took me from a suffocating $55,000 desk job to a nine-figure net worth. But more importantly, I'm going to tell you the uncomfortable truths that most gurus won't, because they're too busy selling you false hope. This isn't motivation, this is mathematics. This isn't inspiration, this is intelligence. Act 1. The lie you've been sold. Let's start with the brutal truth. Your 9-to-5 job is not designed to make you wealthy. It's designed to make someone else wealthy while keeping you comfortable enough not to leave. Think about it. Your boss makes $300,000 a year. Their boss makes $800,000. The CEO makes $8 million. And you got a 3% raise last year that didn't even beat inflation. You celebrated getting an extra $1,650 annually while your rent went up $2,400. Here's what nobody tells you. The wealthy don't climb ladders, they build elevators. While you're focused on the next rung, the next promotion, the next cost of living adjustment, the next performance review, millionaires are asking completely different questions. How do I make money while I sleep? How do I get paid for value, not hours? How do I build something that grows without me? You're playing checkers, they're playing chess, and unless you change the game you're playing, you'll never win at theirs. But here's the exciting part. The barrier to entry isn't as high as you think. It's not about where you went to school, who your parents are, or how much money you have right now. It's about 10 specific decisions that will separate your future self from your current reality. Act 2. The Millionaire Skill Matrix. Most people fail before they even start because they choose the wrong vehicle. They pick careers based on what their parents wanted, what their friends are doing, or what sounds impressive at dinner parties. Here's your first $1 million decision. Identify your millionaire skill. Pull out your phone right now. Go to Google and search highest earning professions. You'll see engineers, lawyers, entrepreneurs, real estate moguls, specialized doctors. Now here's the part everyone misses. You need to overlay 3 filters. Filter 1, interest level. Rate each profession from 1 to 5. If you're not at least a 3, cross it off. Money won't motivate you through the hard days. And trust me, there will be hard days. Filter 2, existing knowledge. What do you already know? What skills do you already have? Every year spent retraining is a year not spent earning. I skipped professions that required 7 years of schooling because I did the math. That's 7 years of lost income plus student debt. For me, entrepreneurship was the express lane. Filter 3, speed to profitability. How quickly can you start generating revenue? Some paths take a decade of certification. Others let you make your first dollar next month. When I ran this analysis, entrepreneurship scored highest. Not because it's easy, it's absolutely not, but because it was the fastest route from where I was to where I wanted to be. Your assignment: spend 30 minutes today doing this analysis. Don't skip this. Your entire financial future depends on making the right choice here. Act 3. The proximity principle. Now we get to the part that makes people uncomfortable. I'm going to say something that sounds harsh, but I need you to hear it. Your current friend group is keeping you broke. I don't mean they're bad people. I don't mean you should hate them. But if your friends aren't talking about investments, business strategies, or growth opportunities, if every conversation is about Netflix shows, weekend plans, and complaining about work, they're not going to help you get where you want to go. When I started my business 6 years ago, I was electric with excitement. I couldn't wait to tell my friends. Know what happened? Crickets, awkward laughs, subject changes. They made condescending jokes and then went right back to discussing the same tired topics we'd been recycling for years. That's when I realized they weren't invested in my growth because they weren't invested in their own. Your energy is finite. Every minute you spend with people who don't believe in your vision is a minute stolen from your future. This doesn't mean you ghost everyone. It means you get strategic about where you invest your relational capital. The replacement strategy. Identify your ideal mentor. For me, it was Elena Cardone. Then I asked myself the hardest question. Why would Elena Cardone want to spend time with me right now? The answer was painful. She wouldn't. So I reversed engineered what version of myself would be interesting to her. What would I need to accomplish? What would I need to learn? What would I need to create? Make a list of 10 people at the top of your chosen field. Not celebrities, actual practitioners. People making real money doing what you want to do. Study them like you're writing a biography. Read their books, watch their interviews, understand their frameworks. This is your new MBA, and it's free. Act 4. The Time Asset Revolution. Let's talk about the most valuable resource you have, the one thing you can never get back: time. Right now, you probably waste 3 to 4 hours daily. Don't get defensive, we all do. Netflix, scrolling, pointless conversations, video games, random YouTube rabbit holes. That's 21 to 28 hours per week. That's 1,092 to 1,456 hours per year. What if you weaponized that time instead? Here's what changed everything for me. I started treating my commute, my lunch break, my evening wind down, every spare moment as university time. The learning stack. Morning commute, podcast from industry leaders. Lunch break, reading or online course modules. Evening, YouTube deep dives into specific skills. Weekend mornings, books from the best in your field. I consumed content during showers. I listened at 1.5x speed while cooking. I turned dead time into degree time. But here's the critical distinction. Don't just consume, study strategically. Follow only millionaires on social media. Unfollow everyone else. If someone's content isn't directly helping you build wealth or skills, they're digital dead weight. Your time is the seed capital of your future fortune. Every hour you invest in learning compounds. Every hour you waste is a withdrawal from your future account. The question isn't whether you have time. The question is whether you're willing to trade temporary comfort for permanent change. Act 5. The Investment Paradox. This is where I'm going to lose some of you, but stick with me because this principle separates millionaires from everyone else. You need to go into debt to get out of poverty. Now, before you close this video, I'm not talking about credit card debt for vacations. I'm talking about strategic investment debt, money borrowed to acquire skills that will 10x your income. Grant Cardone says it perfectly. If you don't invest time and money, you will never have time and money. Think about it. Why are you broke right now? Is it because you spent $10,000 on a mastermind program? No. You're broke because you don't have the knowledge that $10,000 mastermind would give you. The poverty trap is this. You can't afford to invest, so you stay in the exact position that makes you unable to afford to invest. The wealth escalator is this. You invest before you can afford it, forcing yourself to become the person who can afford it. When I invested $4,000 in a marketing course I didn't have, my hands were shaking as I typed in my credit card. Every fear came rushing in. What if this doesn't work? What if I can't pay this back? What if I could have learned this free on YouTube? But here's what I understood. That $4,000 wasn't the risk. The risk was staying the person who didn't know marketing for another year. The risk was being in the exact same place 12 months from now, still wondering what if. Your action step: identify one high-quality program, course, or mastermind in your field. Not a scam, not a get-rich-quick scheme. A legitimate, results-driven program with verified success stories. Figure out how to make it happen. Sell something, take a side gig, use a credit card strategically, whatever it takes, because the person on the other side of that investment is not the person you are today. Act 6. The room where it happens. Now we get tactical. You've chosen your skill, you've invested in education, you've optimized your time. But here's where most people stall. They never get in the room. Wealth is built in rooms you're not in yet. Deals happen at conferences, partnerships form at dinners, opportunities emerge from conversations at events that cost $2,000 to attend. The conference strategy. Step 1. Find 3 events in the next 6 months where your 10 target mentors will be. Step 2. Register immediately. Put the pressure on yourself. Step 3. Use the event deadline to create something valuable. Here's the psychology. When I registered for a conference 3 months out, I told myself, by the time I attend this event, I need to have launched my landing page, made my first sale, and have a case study. Why? Because I knew the types of people who would be there. I knew I couldn't show up empty-handed and expect anyone to care. Right now, you're lame. I don't say that to be mean, I say it because it's statistically true. You haven't built anything yet. You don't have proof. You don't have results. But in 3 months, you can build something. You can create a portfolio piece. You can generate a testimonial. You can develop a skill worth discussing. The event becomes your deadline. The deadline creates your urgency. The urgency creates your result. Step 4. Before the event, research every attendee. Join the Facebook group. Join the WhatsApp chat. Find out who's coming. Make a target list of 5 to 10 people you absolutely must connect with. Don't try to meet everyone. That's amateur hour. Millionaires don't network broadly. They network strategically. 5 high-quality relationships will change your life. 500 shallow handshakes will waste your weekend. Act 7. The Sales Superpower. Let me tell you the skill that underlies every single fortune in human history: sales. You might be thinking, but I'm going to be an engineer, or I'm going into law. Doesn't matter. You still need to sell. Engineers sell their ideas to teams. Lawyers sell their expertise to clients. Entrepreneurs sell their vision to customers, investors, and employees. Every millionaire is a master salesperson. No exceptions. Most people think sales is sleazy because they've experienced bad sales. They've had someone try to pressure them, manipulate them, trick them. That's not sales. That's desperation. Real sales is listening to someone's problem, understanding what they actually need, offering a solution that genuinely helps them. But here's the secret nobody tells you. You can't sell others until you've sold yourself. Read Sell or Be Sold by Grant Cardone. This book changed my life because it taught me that sales starts with self-conviction. If you don't believe in your own value, your own product, your own vision, nobody else will. When you're sold on yourself, sales becomes natural. It's not manipulation. It's enthusiasm, it's confidence, it's conviction. Practice daily. Sell yourself on why you're capable. Sell yourself on why your goal matters. Sell yourself on why you won't quit. Then, selling others becomes effortless. Act 8. The Millionaire Math. Here's where dreams become plans. You want to make $1 million? Let's do the math. $1 million divided by 365 days equals $2,740 per day. Now work backwards. What are you selling? How much does it cost? How many do you need to sell per day to hit $2,740? Scenario 1. You sell a $50 product. You need 55 sales per day. Scenario 2. You sell a $500 service. You need 5.5 sales per day. Scenario 3. You sell a $5,000 package. You need 1 sale every 2 days. See how the math changes everything? Your pricing determines your lifestyle. Your volume determines your strategy. Every single day you should know how much you need to make today, how many units you need to sell today, what activities will get you there. This is not motivational. This is mathematical. Millionaires live by metrics. Create a dashboard, track your numbers, adjust your tactics, celebrate your wins, analyze your losses. The goal is not perfection. The goal is progress. Some days you'll miss your number. That's okay. But if you don't know what your number is, you'll miss it every day without even knowing. The daily practice. Final step. And this is the one that keeps you going when motivation fades. Remind yourself every single day that you're still broke. Look at your vision board. Look at your bank account. Back to the vision board. Back to the account. The gap between where you are and where you want to be, that gap is your fuel. Not in a depressing way, in an empowering way. Your current reality doesn't match your potential. Your circumstances today don't reflect your capability tomorrow. Every morning, let that gap remind you why you're doing this, why you're studying instead of scrolling, why you're investing instead of spending, why you're building instead of coasting. You're not broke because you're incapable. You're broke because you haven't learned specific things yet. And that changes today. This is your moment. You can close this video and go back to your regular programming, literally and figuratively. Or you can take the first step right now. Pull out your phone, do the skill matrix, identify your path. Then take one action today, not tomorrow, today. Buy the book, register for the event, message the mentor, start the course. Because millionaires aren't born, they're built. One decision at a time. Let's build.